Dear Essential Reader, welcome to Bridgerton and Baking with Ainsley, where we talk everything Bridgerton and bake a Bridgerton recipe. Thank you to Ian who commented and let me know that these were available from Betty Crocker, so I had to run and go get them because I had a couple of days off. And so I was like, what better way to spend your time after Christmas than to bake some Bridgerton goods? So as you can see, the first one we're going to be doing is the Petite Strawberry Scone Kit, which I'm super excited about because there is nothing I love more than a strawberry scone. What's interesting is that you get a little scone-like cookie cutter. You get your baking mix, and you also get your strawberry jam. Now, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because I would like it to be a little bit chilled. You will then need a 1/3 cup of butter or margarine melted, a 1/3 cup of milk or water. And look how cute this is. It says, "Dearest baker, first procure these necessary items." So as you're pouring your mix in, you will notice that there are some little strawberry bits in here. And I literally was like, when I saw them come out, and it smells so good, y'all. You're then going to put in your milk and then your butter, melted butter that is, and then get to mixing. Then you're going to place it on your baking sheet. And what I'm doing is I'm just like kind of, instead of cutting it out, I'm just placing it in there and then pushing it out. And it basically does the same thing. Pop them in the oven. So while those are baking, I figured it'd be really neat to talk a little bit about season 4, because isn't it going to be so exciting to see what it's like to be part of like the downstairs community when it comes to the members of the ton. We've seen so much of the upstairs, and we see a little bit of what happens when like the footmen or the maids or anybody from the downstairs interact with those upstairs. And they have been integral in helping these stories play out. For example, in the first season where we see Rose help Daphne, get that piece of information about Lord Burbrook, about how he had a child in the country. And we see how the members of staff help spread that message around to where Lady Whistledown gets a hold of it and writes about it. We see it in the Featherington household when it comes to Varley and how vital she is to helping run that house. I mean, who can forget the iconic line, "Now, Varley, the bugs!" Season 4, I feel like, is going to be so much different in terms of like where we spend our time. I don't think we'll spend a lot of times at balls, but more seeing what Sophie's life is like and how that has affected her, and how will she be able to transition from being somebody who has lived downstairs to somebody who's going to be spending her life upstairs. And I think I'll talk a little bit more about that when we do our Petite Sponge Cake Kit. So stay tuned. Look how cute they are. When they said petite, they weren't kidding. They're so tiny. Look how tiny they are. They're so cute. So we'll let them cool for a minute and then cut them in half and put some strawberry jam on them. So now I got the jam out of the fridge. It's a little chill. Love it. And then I'm going to put it on the biscuit, and we're going to enjoy some tea and biscuits. I mean, tea and scones. My bad. I feel like I'm being absolutely ridiculous trying to get like the perfect jam to scone ratio here to make it look pretty, even though I'm just going to eat it afterwards. Like, I'm literally using 2 knives. One to cut these and trying to be oh so careful so it doesn't like completely break apart. Because you never know with scones. There we go. And now to use my jam knife. TikTok, it's a butter knife. Instagram, it's a butter knife. So I'm pairing my scone with one of the Bridgerton teas, which is the Young Queen Charlotte Amethyst Berry Tea. So this is the tea that I'm pairing it with, and it tastes so good. This is one of my favorite teas. So let's have a bite. Incredible. Sorry, that's so not ladylike. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next recipe.